Browns for their first possession. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. He's got a man left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Officials signaling for a stoppage. There's a player shaken up, and that appears to be Quentin Johnston that they're out there checking on. 2nd and 3 now. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's almost to the markers. His effort takes it to the 40, 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up
throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete out to the right side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll run here on 1st down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10. Here he is. He loses the football. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and...
Here he is on 3rd and short. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Another carry for him. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Dicker connects there. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, and took great care of the football. And of course, he cares less about those 2 numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Brings up 2nd and
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Here he goes, third and long. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down. Well, I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Falcons and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. First down, play action. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 46.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
27-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally, you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
He's going to throw it again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 49ers into the dime defensively, third down.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll throw, third and long. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Turpin with a return. This makes it up to the 25. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. 49ers to the line. First and 10. Throwing now off the play action. This is hauled in by Ahn on the right side. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
And the 49er first down.
Working on first down. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
That's another
Pass play on first and 10. Completed to his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. We've reached the end of the first quarter. Our score, 6-0. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Still sticking with the passing game. Dumps it off to his running back. He dodged the tackle. Oh, the football's loose. And the Falcons scoop it up. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take over possession. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The Falcons ready for their next possession. And they were, while a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. He tries to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's another 49er first down. 2 yards on the play. First down, San Francisco.
This time he's looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Here's second and 10 from the 21.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21.
Pass play coming here. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be third and long. Third and long. They're going to throw. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Starting from the 5. Showing a little burst so far. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. Bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Brings up second and 2. At the 40.
Running for the marker on second. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down from the 42. They give it to him again. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
He finds Njoku complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air now on first and 10. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throwing from the gun here. It's on the end route. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
14-yard line.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Setting up to throw. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
Bend.
down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
12 yards.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, to stop it. Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Calvin Austin on the return. Jukes away from one. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The 49ers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. To throw here on 1st down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Falcons returning their offense and this running back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. A throw here on 1st. And the first play in the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
The tackle by Alex.
So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side, and we've reached our 2-minute warning. Falcons on top inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. The 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. And they get in that locker room at halftime. It's going to be a quick one. I think the whole net.
And he will score. Touchdown Atlanta. The Falcons grow their lead things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Dicker tacks on the extra point, and the Falcons bump the lead up to 13 points.
49ers 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Turpin with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Going now on first down. Short pass brought in. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
Brings up second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 10, back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Xavier Worthy. A 3-yard pickup.
Throw here, third down. He finds Worthy, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Throwing it again here. Right back to Worthy. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Sticking to the air here. This one to Williams out left side. And he's brought down after a short gain. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This is second and 6 coming up. He's going to throw it again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drawing up the design keeper. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at Venerable Soldier Field. The Bears at home to take on the Vikings in the NFC North. And this is Bashal Tutin. He covers a lot of ground here. 23 yards, touchdown. The Vikings just will not lose. The perfect season is still alive. They get another win. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Cameron Dicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Turpin on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up.
Delay of game, offense.
Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
The inside give to Dowdle. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. They're going to try and throw it here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
To number 7. A 7-yard gain on the play.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. First down now, ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Hits his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
That's another.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A give now from the gun. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Takes the 2nd down snap. He'll step up, and there he goes. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Dropping back to throw. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback. One that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead.
Falcons 23, 49ers 6.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They go play action on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
1st down, play action. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. They'll air it out on third. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
I can't help but watch these games and just hear Pete Carroll in my head all the time. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You got to finish. And so many times, Kate, we see in this league, you get a 3-score lead, you let off the gas a little bit defensively, you don't fight to finish, you let the opponent back in. Not with this defense and not with that sack. They are aiming to finish this thing, and with time a-ticking, they may just have done so with that sack.
Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for them. Has them with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looks like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Now throw to start the drive. Finds a man right side. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Gain on the play. It's a 49er first down. A gain of 5.
From the gun, they're on for Dowdle. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Lone back gets the handoff. He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And he has the touchdown through what looks like some defensive pass interference. So I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand.
That's interference. Defense.
So not an easy feat by any means, Brock. Scoring on the play with interference, and they, of course, decline it and take the touchdown.
You talk about it, and you love to see it, guys that can play through that contact, kind of like in basketball, right? You take a foul, but you still finish the hoop. It's the same thing with these pass catchers on the other end of it. Those that can play through contact tend to separate themselves.
49ers 13.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. That touchdown cut the lead by a chunk, Brock, but it's still a 2-score game as they start this drive out. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Back to work after throwing the pick. Brockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. Rookie now from the gun. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Devin Boyd on the coverage.
3rd and long for him here. Caught out left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes, Kate. He gets drilled. And QBs know that feeling. When you're letting it go and you get hit, definitely not the throw he wanted. And by happenstance, the adjusted throw still found a home, and that home was his teammate.
4th down punt coming up. Ethan Evans out to do the honors. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. Space pass to 35. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this, I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
2 yards on
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
Here's the give on 3rd and short. They're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. First and 10 from the 43. Looking in the air here. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Throwing off the play fake. Stepping up, and he's going to run. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Falcons, first down.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again to throw on second. Finds him on the slant. And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs.
Brings up third down.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. A new set of downs for him from the 31. On first down, they'll run. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He takes it himself. Again, he's got room. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
I mean, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
At the 12-yard line.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. That one connects. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Now, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So here come the 49ers on offense. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. They'll come out throwing. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to the well again. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
One of the tight ends in motion left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. They're throwing it. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that 1st down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. Dicker connects there, and that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
At their own 31-yard line.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Working quickly here.
1st down. A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the stop was made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing on 2nd. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. It's on target to Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. 49ers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. Oh, what a hit! Stars the ball loose! And he's going to... So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy is screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. Give now to the running back. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
One of the tight ends motioning left. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. They'll run here following the penalty. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
The tackle made by Julian Love. A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
So the Falcons earn the win in this one. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that